Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync Constant Contact to KW Command, specifically a KW Command Rainmaker account. That way you can take all the contacts, clients, leads you have in your entire office's KW Command and push them on an ongoing basis automatically into a Constant Contact account. So you can just fire off those email newsletters, no problem, save a bunch of time. It's going to make it super easy. Let me show you how to set this up. The first thing you're going to do is hop into KW Command. You're going to come over here to the Marketplace icon, and that's going to take you to the KW Marketplace. In the Marketplace, we are looking for Constant Contact. So you can just search for it here in the search bar, and that'll bring up a bunch of tiles, including one for Constant Contact, and it's going to have a little tile that looks like this. Constant Contact logo. It's going to say Rainmaker and Teams under the puzzle pieces. So be sure to get that one with Rainmaker and Teams under it if you're going to be connecting a Rainmaker account, not just an individual account. So you can take a look around a little bit about exactly what this is going to do. When you're ready, go on up here and click the button to go ahead and make the purchase. Once you've purchased the sync will then be in the My Apps area of your Marketplace account. So I'm going to go there now so I can see that sync. Here we go. You can see all the syncs we've purchased, and here is the Constant Contact sync. So even though you've purchased the sync and it's in the My Apps area, the sync is not yet active. We're going to go ahead and activate it right now. And to do that, we're just going to click on the tile, which is going to take us out to API Nation to set up this sync. Here we go. The first question is, what exactly are we syncing? Are we sending people from Constant Contact to KW Command, or are we sending people from KW Command to Constant Contact, or are we doing both? Let's do both today. I'm just going to check the box on both of these syncs and hit continue to set up. Next, I'm going to connect my Constant Contact account and select my KW Command account. So first we're going to select the KW Command account. Be sure to choose this team account so that you can get access to the entire office's contacts through your Rainmaker account and sync them into Constant Contact. I'll select that one. Now we're going to connect Constant Contact. Super easy, just hit the connect button. It's going to take you out to your Constant Contact account. You'll just sign in. There we go. We've connected both the apps. I'm going to hit confirm, and that's going to create two workflows in draft. So you can see I now have these two workflows, one going from KW Command to Constant Contact, the other going the opposite direction. Let's start with this one. This is the more popular way to set this up because most often agents and brokers' offices, they're just trying to get everybody from their CRM, from their KW Command into that Constant Contact so they can start sending emails. So we're going to go through the settings here. It's just about ready. First, we're looking at who exactly are we sending over from KW Command. Do you want to sync all the contacts, everybody you currently have in the account? If that's the case, go ahead and check the box. If instead you say, you know what, let's not fill up Constant Contact with everybody we have in there. Instead, let's just start paying attention from today going forward. So you can turn on this sync with this box unchecked, and the sync will just start paying attention today to any new contacts. Most people want to get everybody in there, get it up to date, so they can start sending out those emails to their entire list. Finally, let's look at Constant Contact. All it's asking here is what list do you want these to go to? So I'm going to go ahead and choose a list. And if none of your lists are what you want, you can go ahead and create a new one. And you can just name it whatever you want, KW Command, or name it after your office. It's up to you. So this is all set to go. If I launch this thing, now all my KW Command contacts will get synced into Constant Contact. There's two more things I want to show you here. One is the filter. We're going to come back and talk about this a little bit more. Next is the mapping. Mapping is so you can double check exactly what information is coming over from KW Command and where it's going in Constant Contact. So you can see first name, last name, emails going to email. This all looks good. If there's anything else you want to sync over into Constant Contact, two things to keep in mind. One, you can see we bring over the custom fields, so you can actually sync into the custom fields in Constant Contact. So if there's something really important to you in KW Command that you also want in Constant Contact, just hop into Constant Contact, create a custom field for that audience. Just hop into Constant Contact, create a custom field for that mailing list of those contacts, and then you can sync that information in as well. This all looks good to me. Let me get this lead type in here. I think that could be helpful. Type. And like I said, anything else, this looks good. I'm going to go to the top and activate this sync. So there we go. It's now syncing over. Let me go back to settings. I wanted to touch on that filter. So we have it set up so it's sending everybody to a single list called KW Command Contacts. I'm going to go ahead and clone this. And then I get a duplicate sync, but I'm going to use a filter here, and I'm going to send it to a separate list that's maybe a little bit more segmented. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go to the filter, and I'm going to say, I'm going to filter based on tags. So maybe I've been tagging people in my KW command, maybe like VIP. So I could be doing that, save that, and then I'm going to create a contact list called Command VIPs. There we go. And then I'm going to rename this thing up here VIP. And then I can activate this sync as well. So now I'm sending everybody over to Constant Contact, but I have this second sync that's also running, and when I tag somebody with VIP, it puts them in the special VIP mailing list in Constant Contact. And you could do this multiple times. You could just keep cloning, using the filter and putting them in different lists. It's a great way to create different mailing lists. You could do it based on agents. So if I want to do it based on agents, I would go over here to owner name. The owner name is the owner of the lead. I would say, owner name contains Johnson. And then I would go ahead and create a folder, a mailing list for Agent Johnson's mailing list. And save this, activate this, and then clone it for each additional agent I want to set up. So a ton of different ways to set this up, getting your KW Command Contacts into Constant Contact. So this all looks good. Let's go back to that other sync and talk about that for a second. I'm going to click on My Syncs. And here's that remaining sync that's in draft. And this is Constant Contact to KW Command. So I haven't seen this used too often, but it can be super helpful. Basically, if you're using Constant Contact as a lead generator, if you have some forms out there, if you're asking people to sign up for your Constant Contact newsletter in any way, you can have people who sign up for Constant Contact for your newsletter automatically added into KW Command. So you would use this sync, and you would come in here and say, all right, if they're signing up for, let's say it's my API Nation list, and let's say I already have some people on that list. I've always wanted to get them in Command. I've just never taken the time. So I'm going to click this and get everybody from this list synced into KW Command. And then it's going to ask, how should we handle these contacts we're getting from KW Command? One really nice thing is you can actually, as a Rainmaker, send all these contacts to your lead routing so that they get distributed to your agents based on the rules you've already set up in Command. You just have to select source, and there you go. Now all these contacts, as they come over from Constant Contact, will go into Command, go through your lead routing using this source and all the other rules you've set up. If you don't want to send them to lead routing, maybe you just want them to come over, you can uncheck that box, decide if you want them marked as lead or just contact. You can decide if you want to assign them to another agent. If you don't assign them to an agent, they're just going to go to you. But let's say maybe Eager's taking the lead on all these people, so I'll send them over to Eager. And then you can decide if you want to overwrite the information. So if they're coming over from Constant Contact into Command, but they already exist in Command, should we overwrite? Or I'm going to check this box and say, don't overwrite it. Let's just import any new people. Again, we have the filter. So if we want to filter anybody out who's coming over from Constant Contact into KW Command, we can do that. And the mapping. This all looks good. I'm going to go ahead and activate this sync. So there we go. I now have 3 syncs running. I have a VIP list getting created. I have an entire overall mailing list getting created, and I have a sync that's bringing people over from that Constant Contact list into KW Command so my agent can follow up with them. All of it's happening automatically, ongoing. I don't have to come in here and sync, push a button, upload, implode, nothing like that. It just happens so that you can work in KW Command, and then when you want to send an email, hop into Constant Contact, fire off an email, and know that it's going to an updated list. That's it. That's how you connect KW Command Rainmaker account to Constant Contact. Get your entire office's leads, contacts, clients pushed into Constant Contact so you as an office can stay top of mind and generate continuing deals. If you need any assistance setting this up for you or your team, go to apination.com/KW. There you can call us, send us an email, and even set up a live session of support. We're API Nation, connecting the world's applications. We love doing this stuff.